there are some really fucked up, annoying parts of the internet. Lately, all I've been really doing is hanging out on the internet and scoping it out, and it's like, I find more and more that there are just things that just piss me off about the internet. And it's like, there's so many that I could name, but I have to say that there's just like top 10. I have a top 10 list of just things that just piss me off about the internet. And I'm going to talk about them today because I think you guys might get a kick out of my opinions. I don't know. But anyway, the first annoying thing about the internet that I absolutely cannot stand: video ads. Like, you're on one of those websites, it's not like really a huge website, but it's kind of like, it's out there. Like, for example, Meet Me is a perfect example of one of these websites. And you'll be sitting there typing out a message to somebody, and then suddenly you'll hear this random audio from a commercial or something playing, and you'll go, God damn it, it's a video advertisement. You'll have to go find it. And a lot of the times, they're one of those ones, especially on Meet Me, where they play every like 30 seconds even after you stop them, which is fucking annoying. It's like, just shut up. Oh my god, I just want to spend my time on my internet, and it's just like, just. And then another one is like a kind of not as well known one. The term isn't as well known, but piggyback enhancements, or they are also called toolbars. Basically, lately I've been wrestling with my computer, and there's this one that's like a Delta search or whatever, and it usually comes with uTorrent if you're not smart and you don't untick the box that downloads it onto your computer. There's a bunch of other ones, but Delta is this one where you get it on your computer and it just takes over. Like, it's like, it tries to take the place of Google Chrome. It makes it so that way it makes it your default search browser, your default home page, and everything. And it's so hard to get rid of. Like, for Chrome, generally speaking, these add-ons, you can just go into your extensions thing in your tools, and you can get rid of it that way. But no, 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 no. To get rid of Delta, here's a tip for you guys if you're having this problem. First of all, get rid of the extension. Two, you go into your preferred search or something like that, I believe, and you can choose from a set list as to what your default is. If you have Chrome, you can set it to Google as your search, and you can get rid of Delta from there. Then what you have to do is you have to have a default home page, and you have to set it, like, you have to completely reset your settings and then make it so that way it's your original settings, which would be Google, just to get rid of it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And then it keeps, if you don't do it that way, it keeps coming back. It's really fucking annoying, and it's like, it comes with almost pretty much anything that's like I think WinRAR is one of those ones where it tries to you do those piggyback toolbars and shit. uTorrent's definitely one of them. VLC Media Player, which is like an um, all format media player. It's pretty cool, but it's like, you have to be really careful and actually read through when you're downloading it to make sure that you're not downloading one of those things, because it's just a pain in the ass. They just take over your computer. Um, I'm gonna get hate for this. I know I am. MMORPGs are number 8 on my list because I don't understand. Like, I'm a gamer girl, like a true gamer girl. I'm not one of those hashtag Call of Duty, oh I got gamer girl for life, I'm a nerd. No, I'm not one of those. I'm one of those girls who actually has an opinion on video games in general, and like, I've actually played a lot of different games. And I hate Call of Duty. I'm sorry, I just do. I don't like it. It's all the same. But MMORPGs, for me, I don't see the thrill in talking to other people and trying, and it's like there's quests and everything, but there's no real storyline, like, except for some, like, for example, World of Warcraft or WoW is one that I can think of, but it's like, it looks so jumbled. Like, the freaking chat bar in the corner with all the different colors, and it just doesn't look very neat. And then all these little, at the top of your screen, you've got all of this places where you're keeping all your crap, and it's just like, it looks like a jumbled mess on the computer, and it's like, I just like something a little bit more simple, I guess, and I like playing by myself. I don't like having to interact with other people, and it's just like, I don't even like playing multiplayer games, like on Xbox. Like, that's part of the reason why I don't like Call of Duty, is simply because of the fact is that whenever you play Call of Duty, someone's like, oh, can you play with me? Oh, can you play with me? It's like, no, I hate playing multiplayer in anything. And no matter who it is, it's just like, I hate it. I don't know what it is about it. I like working on the storyline by myself. I like, and the way one of my friends put it to me, he said, well, you can get through the story faster, and I was like, well, that's not what I'm playing the game for. I'm playing the game to play the game, not to get to the end as fast as I can. I don't know. Just one of my opinions. Another one, when people use memes incorrectly. Like, I've seen some of my anti-feminist or anti-media pages that I have on my Facebook, like, they'll have these memes and they'll try to make them funny and relate to the subject that which they post, and it's like, sometimes they're spot on and sometimes they're actually funny, but sometimes they're just like a hit and miss sort of thing, and it was just like, that was a miss right there. That was a swing and a miss. No, it was just not well executed. And it's like, it's not the only people that do that. Like, I've seen people who will use the freaking boxy meme, and they'll confuse it with the annoying Facebook girl one, or they'll freaking, there was this one that I saw that totally mixed up Stoner Kid with Bad Luck Brian, and I was just like, how do you do that? They're two entirely different memes. There's one kid that's like obviously a bad school photo, and then you have the Stoner Kid who's like obviously stoned off his ass. It's like, how do you not? Ugh, internet noobs. Just meh. And then number 6 on my list is Twitter. I made a Twitter back in like 2009, and I only logged into it maybe 3 or 4 times. Like, I don't know. For Facebook, I got a Facebook in May of 2009, if I remember correctly, and I got a MySpace in September of 2008, I think. Back when MySpace was still cool. But it was like, at first it was like, it was confusing to use at first, but once I got the hang of it, it was like, okay, I like this. With Twitter, I mean, it was one of those huge social networking things that was just coming out at the time, and a lot of my friends were like, oh, get a Twitter, I'll follow you, and it was like, I'm sitting there, like, trying to figure it out, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why do people do this? It's just retarded. Why? Why? And I'm sitting there, like, trying to figure it out, trying to understand what this whole follow thing means, and it's like, who can see your shit and who can't, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna fucking bother with this. And I think the last time I logged into my Twitter was like 2 years ago, and it was just dead. And I was like, as it should be. Like, I had no notifications whatsoever. It was funny. I was like, yeah, there's just no sense in it. It's like, besides, Twitter's going dead anyway, which, thank God. Then, the new MySpace. It's like, MySpace, when I first got a MySpace, it was still the blue MySpace that had the cool bling IM sound thing that I always loved about, like, IMing on MySpace and shit. And it actually saved your fucking messages and shit, and it was like, it was actually pretty easy to use. I mean, it was that way for like 2 years after I got one, and then it changed to the freaking gray, more high tech look that it had, that just did not jive well with computers that were older and or had slow, crappy internet, which both applied to me at the time. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? This site is not optimized for my computer. And at that point, I kind of just switched completely over to Facebook. I didn't even bother with MySpace anymore. Like, I'll still log in every once in a while, but it was just like, eh. And then they relaunched the new MySpace, which is supposed to be like a freaking compilation of fucking Stumble Upon, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. And it's like, I don't like it very much. Like, I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, they're actually trying to revamp this. Maybe they're gonna give us some of the shit we want. And it's like, no, they're giving us all this shit we don't want. And it's like one of the things that I wanted to see was being able to save your IM chats. Because it's like, I can think of so many conversations that I'd love to read through again that I've had over MySpace, and I wasn't able to because they don't save them unless you have it downloaded onto your computer or the MySpace chat on your computer. It was just like ridiculous. But no, they just made it way more complicated to use, and I just don't bother with it. I have one, but I'll probably use one if my music starts getting more out there, but other than that, I won't even bother with MySpace. Number 4 on my list is the one like, one respect pictures on Facebook. Now, those got particularly popular like my sophomore year of high school, and I started seeing them, and I was just like, or no, not just those, the like if you agree, like if you want, like and share if you agree. It's just like, they're stupid, and it's like, do you seriously think you're gonna make a difference by liking a photo or whatever? Like, there's these, like, it's just ridiculous. And then, like, what I find out, like, recently is that some of these these people, these admins for these pages actually get paid for every single like. So they're, like, siphoning off of other people's suffering to make money, and it's just pathetic. And it makes me think, wow, I thought they were stupid before. Now it's just like they are Satan within the internet. It's just like, I cannot believe. I cannot believe. Number 3, annoying fangirls, boys, and fan bases. Personally, some of the most annoying fucking fan bases are Call of Duty, Halo, Doctor Who, and Justin Bieber. Like, those are my top 4. Like, it's not that I don't like Doctor Who. Like, I haven't gotten totally into it. Like, I've seen maybe a few episodes. I'm sorry for all you Doctor Who fans. I just can't get into it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I need to watch it from the beginning, because I never have seen the first episodes of any of the series, because I think there's like several different reboots. I can't even remember, but I'll just have to watch it from the beginning. But so far, it's just like, huh? What's going on here? I don't understand what's going on here. So that's probably part of it. But it's like, I swear to God, some of them, what I notice about fanboys about Call of Duty and Halo, like Halo fanboys I can kind of tolerate, because they're like, I prefer Halo, but I'll play Call of Duty, or there are other games that are equally as good or better. I just like Halo. Call of Duty fans are like, Call of Duty for the win, all of the games suck, blah blah blah, Black Ops 2, and it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Black Ops 2, in my opinion, just kind of really sucked. I didn't like it very much. Campaigns sucked. The only thing they really spent a great amount of time on was the silly ending they had with the one, I can't even remember which band they brought in to do this silly ending animation after the credits, after you finish the game, and I'm just like, my brother and I are just sitting there going, they spent more time on this fucking thing right here than they did the entire rest of the game. It's dumb. Personally, I just feel like Call of Duty has just same things over and over and over and over again. It's not really anything revolutionary. It's just Call of Duty over and over again. And then, for obvious reasons, you have Justin Bieber. I mean, you have the most annoying fangirls who are, like, from the age range of, like, 8 or 9 to, like, 25 now. Like, I see his fan base is starting to go up as he's starting to become more and more like a douchebag. What does that tell you about today's women? Just, annoying fangirls. Enough said. 2 on my list is people who cannot argue but continue to do so. When I know what I'm talking about, I find it really fucking insulting when someone continues to try to argue with me, especially when they don't know what they're talking about, and they know they don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why you would feel the need to continue to argue when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and the person you're arguing with obviously does. For example, I'm a Disney fan, hardcore. I know Disney backwards, forwards, inside out. I mean, I know so much shit. I know so much trivia about Disney movies in general you would not believe. And there was this one comment stream on Facebook, and all these people were talking about, oh, I love Cinderella, or something like that. Or no, it was an argument between which was better for Sleeping Beauty's dress, pink or blue. I'm partial to blue simply because I like blue better than pink, and because Sleeping Beauty only wears a pink dress for a total of like 8 seconds in the film. Like, I kid you not, I counted. I sat and counted the last time I watched it. 8 seconds. And it's like, it's freaking ridiculous. And I was like, okay, so, and I pointed that out. And then I said the reason why Sleeping Beauty's dress was changed to pink in general was for marketing measures. Because Cinderella's gown is considered blue, it was changed to blue from silver. So, yeah, this is where it gets ugly. I said Cinderella's dress was originally silver, which is true. If you watch the movie, the only time her dress appears blue is when she's dancing with the prince in the ballroom, or if it's low lighting. If it's higher lighting, it's silver. Like, there's no doubt about it. And plus, also, I've even looked at rough sketches and original, like, construction model notes. It always says silver. A silver satin dress. That's what she wears. But it was changed to blue later for whatever reason. And marketing people didn't want to get people to get Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty mixed up. So they changed Sleeping Beauty's dress to pink, and they kept Cinderella's blue for whatever reason. I don't know why they didn't just change it back to silver. And these chicks were like, no, Cinderella's dress is blue. And I was trying to, like, I was showing them links to stuff that I was talking about. I'm like, no, her dress is silver. And they're continuing to argue with me, and it's like, you don't know what the fuck, you're not even backing up your claims. I'm taking the time to back up what I'm saying, and you're not even doing it. It just pisses me off when people do that. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, it's pretty obvious, especially when you don't make an effort to back up your claim. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why you would bother. And the number one thing that bugs me on the internet is people who can't fucking spell worth a damn. Like, it's like, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole arguing thing. If you're arguing with me and you can't fucking spell, I am not gonna listen to you. I don't care how valid your claim is. It's like, you're obviously uneducated. You don't have a full grasping of the understanding. It's just freaking ridiculous. I don't know why. It's like, spell. Learn to spell. And some of these people are older than me, and it's like, they're like, well, I'm older than you, and so therefore I know more than you. And it's like, bitch, please, I can spell better than you can. I have better grammar and punctuation than you do. Chances are I might know what I'm talking about. Just saying. But it's like, I've been thinking about that all day. Just being on the internet and stuff, and thinking about all of this shit, and it's just like, annoying. But, anyway, that's it for this rant, which is really, really long. I really, really need to come up with scripts for these things so they're not as long. But anyway, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. What do you want me to talk about in the future? Leave me a comment. And please subscribe. That would make me so happy, and I'll make you cookies. Anyway, stay cool, you guys.